In a world that thrives on constant noise, it's easy to forget the immense power of silence. Women are often told that in order to be heard, they need to speak louder, to assert themselves with their voices. But what if the real power lay in speaking less? Throughout history, women have had to navigate societal pressures, often finding their strength in spaces where others might not expect it. Take the ancient Greek philosophers, for example, who spoke frequently about the power of introspection and silence. In a time when women's voices were largely ignored, women like Hypatia of Alexandria managed to lead, teach, and influence, often quietly and with grace, showing that a woman's true power doesn't always need to be shouted. Fast forward to the 1950s, a time when women were expected to embody both elegance and strength, often in silence. It was an era where women were trained to be poised, to speak only when necessary, and to embody the silent, stoic strength of the home. While this may seem limiting, it also allowed women to communicate through their actions, maintaining control, poise, and influence without a word spoken. In fact, research supports the idea that silence is a powerful tool. Studies by Columbia University have found that women who speak less in professional settings are often perceived as more competent and intelligent. Why? Because silence in a woman doesn't signify weakness, it signals confidence, control, and mystery. While everyone else shouts to be heard, those who remain composed and measured often find themselves in positions of greater influence. But silence isn't just about commanding respect, it's about protecting your own energy. By speaking less, we create space for thoughtfulness, reflection, and intentional action. Women in the past, particularly in the mid-20th century, had an incredible ability to manage their worlds without raising their voices. This quiet strength, while often unspoken, was deeply impactful. Today, in a world dominated by constant distractions and the pressure to be always on, the need for emotional control and self-discipline has never been greater. The art of silence can help us master our emotions, create boundaries, and protect our mental well-being. Women who understand the value of silence don't just react, they respond with purpose. They use silence as a space to listen, think, and reflect. The modern world can be overwhelming, but those who are able to quiet the noise and take moments of pause are often the ones who lead with true power. Women who have mastered silence wield it as a tool to regain control over their own lives, to protect their energy, and to influence those around them. They don't need to speak constantly to make an impact. They let their actions, presence, and silence speak volumes. So, how can you start embracing the power of silence in your own life? Begin by creating intentional pauses in your day. Whether it's taking time to reflect in solitude, practicing active listening in conversations, or simply stepping back from situations that drain you, silence will give you the clarity and focus needed to make better decisions. And when you do speak, do so with intention. Your words, carefully chosen and spoken with purpose, will carry far more weight than those spoken in haste. Remember, true strength is never about how loudly you can speak. It's about how effectively you can make your presence felt without uttering a word. Women who understand this quiet power are the ones who make lasting impressions and shape their own destinies. Leave a comment below and share how you embrace the power of silence in your own life.